All right then, our next project is making visual puns. Before we talk about the next project, let's just look at some regular good old jokes, just regular good old jokes to see what normal jokes are before we get into the project and talk about the project jokes. So a joke is made with a pun, and a pun is when you have a double meaning. You can have double meaning with words and you can make jokes with it. So the example that Joseph gave us in the beginning of the class had a bunch of double meanings. And all right, so Joseph saying it's raining cats and dogs, right? That's also a good example. Raining cats and dogs, right? Because there is a double meaning right there. So let's look at some of these jokes with double meanings. I'm gonna pull up this thing. All right, so I got some jokes off the internet, and so let's look at these jokes to see if you are getting the jokes or not, and if you like the jokes or not. Uh, these are just some jokes off the internet. So, and we'll look for the double meaning here. She had a photographic memory, but never developed it. Right there, a pun. Uh, there is a pun, and there's a play on words with a double meaning. You have all right, here's another one. I've been to the dentist many times, so I know the drill. How do construction workers party? They raise the roof. All right. And then a boiled egg every morning is hard to beat. Okay, and that right there are a few puns. So what we will do is, look guys, we're gonna dissect these jokes. So when we're dissecting a joke and like finding the funny in a joke, it's not funny anymore. So if you find it that look, why are we dissecting the jokes? Why are we not just looking at the jokes? I mean, what's the big deal? And the reason is because we'll have uh, you'll be we'll be coming up with jokes in class, and so we have to spend the time to dissect a joke and then find the funny in it, so then you can use it as examples to come up with your own jokes, and we can come up with jokes as a class. All right, so let's find the funny in the jokes, which is not funny anymore because uh, we're going to be ruining the jokes just by finding the funny in it. So if you find it not funny, then I understand. Let me go ahead and go to, all right, let's look at these jokes here and let's find the funny in let's find the double meaning. So we're dissecting this joke to find what was the double meaning in the joke and what was the words with the double meaning. So for this one, number two, can you tell us the word that has the double meaning? Right, Joseph, that's correct. It's the drill. So I'm gonna type it out, the drill, and that is funny because that word has a double meaning because the dentist is using the drill to on the teeth and drilling out the well using the drill on the teeth. for the visit, dentist visit. And also it has double meaning because the drill is also like a routine, for example, the fire drill and all of that. So that's the routine. And if you don't know like a definition of a word or something, what I think like if you Google it, I think that's the best word. No one goes to dictionary anymore to find definitions. All right, so Shaman saying the only good pun there is the drill one. Yep. And then Joseph saying for the first think it's photographic, and then Tamita saying the construction one is good. So for this construction party, what's the word with the double meaning? It's not just the roof. It's raise the roof. RAISE, raise the roof. All of that has the double meaning. The whole word has the double meaning because you're partying and like that, like oh yeah, partying like that, and that's raising the roof. And then the construction workers are building the roof, so they're raising it. So that's a double meaning right there. And Edgar is saying they all had me dying right now. So all right, Edgar is on board with this. All right, Edgar, keep that up, and we'll have jokes for you. Well, you'll be able to get some jokes of your own as well. The For the fourth one, what's the double meaning in the fourth one? Which word has the double meaning in it? All right, so hard to beat. Yep, that's right. So it's hard to beat. So it's actually beating egg. Beating beating eggs. So the double meaning is with beating eggs because you can um you're beating eggs to make something in the kitchen, make a dish in the kitchen, and you can literally beat the eggs a with a fist and punch the eggs with a boxing glove. So, all right, let's stop the sharing. All right, so here Tamid has another one. So let me read that out. What did one ocean say to the other ocean? Nothing. They just waved. All right. Yep, that's another one, Tamid. All right, that's good. So Tamid, for that one, what is the word with the double meaning? Right, right. So wave, that's the double meaning because waving has like a double meaning because you can wave like that, and then you have the sea waves. So all of that is good. And guys, right now we're dissecting the joke. If you don't find the dissection funny, then hold on tight. When once you make your own jokes, you are going to be really excited, and it's going to be a fun class just making the jokes. So that's why we're dissecting the jokes right now. We will be dissecting some more jokes to come, and let's hold on tight. Also, I quickly want to mention that yesterday we were doing Photoshop and Photopea.com. You were learning how to combine images and photos. I am taking a break from that. We'll come back to it at a later time. I wanted to start talking about the next project first and then going back to Photoshop and stuff. So this is what we have to come. This is what we have come to. Edgar is saying, which is a response to Tamid's dad jokes. All right. Now let's go back to our slides and let's just talk about the slides real quick. Start sharing. Okay, we looked at some regular jokes right now, right? We looked at regular good old jokes on using English and using pun with double meanings. So what about making jokes with images? And you, a visual pun is a play with images, combining two or more images to show a funny idea or an interesting concept. So this class is not an English class. We're not in a drama class to make stand-up comedy, but this is a Photoshop class, and we will be making jokes with our Photoshop skills and Photopea.com skills. That's why we're talking about the visual pun, and we are going to be making jokes with images and combining two images together to make a joke. So let's look at some examples of a visual pun. Joseph in the beginning of the class did give us really great examples, but let's look at some more examples of, uh, so not English jokes, but like photo jokes. So let's, um, I have a bunch of jokes here, but I'm thinking if, all right, so maybe, maybe you might already know this. So Joseph, if you already know this joke from freshman year, don't tell us. But if let's see if other students in the class can figure out this joke. All right. So what is the joke here in this photo? And if you're able to get the joke from the photo, you can tell us. If not, and what it's not a cheese joke. The photo is showing there's a bottle of milk, and then they're pouring the milk into the glass.
Milk.
What's the joke?
It's a glass of milk with holes in it. So could it be?
What's the double meaning here? The words with the double meaning. So we looked at the double meaning words before. So all right. So Joseph. All right, Joseph. So Joseph got it. Well, Joseph, did you remember this from your freshman year, or did you just know it? Like, did you just come up with it right now?
No, my teacher for freshman year used that as his example.
Oh, snap. Okay, so I should come up with some other examples. I did get all of this from the same teacher. Okay, well, we'll look at some more examples like these. Um, and if we'll come back to this joke, but and if you did not get the joke, Joseph did tell us the answer to the joke in the chat, so you can definitely look at that to get to understand what the joke was coming from. All right, so I'm going to stop. Well, yep. Let me stop sharing.